When you're in that supermodel Hollywood world, I mean, you know, that is what it is. That's who Donald married. And apparently they're very happy. But that's just, it just really bothers me that Glenn Beck went down that road to just, and you heard, I don't know if you could hear it in his voice, it almost seemed like he was happy. He was happy to put that out there. Happy to talk about the dirt on Trump's wife. It's just, wow. I don't know. Like I said, telephone lines open, 772-49-SMITH, SMYTH. If you want to call in, weigh in on some of these topics, by all means, go right ahead, and we'll get you up and running. Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe you may think I'm wrong. Maybe you think that my opinion on that soundbite from Glenn Beck, maybe you think I'm wrong. And if you do think I'm wrong, call up. And if you make a credible argument, I'll keep you on. But if you don't, you know, I got the power of the click. I'll have to hang up on you. So, Donald Trump was in, there's this other lie that Hilary was telling about Donald Trump that came up. We kind of touched on it a little bit last week, and it stayed around for a little bit longer. What? Look at it! Look at that! We've got a caller hot on the call. Caller, you're on Smith Radio.
Hi, I don't think you should bash anyone's wife. Very disrespectful, regardless of her past or her job.
So what did you think?
I don't know.
What did you think of that soundbite? Was that just, could you hear it in his voice like he was happy to tell everybody?
Yeah, he did sound very happy about it. I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that. That was her past. That's their business. He knows his wife, and that was a very low blow because he's, I don't know, he's pathetic and is just maybe hanging on his last limb on his radio show. I don't know. That's all I had to say. I didn't like it.
Okay, well, what about this, Marita? Glenn Beck has video cameras in his studio so that you can actually watch him while they're doing the show. One of the pictures, the images that we've seen, is that he wears a blue doctor's glove, and each finger on the glove has a condom rolled down on each finger.
I've never watched him. I've heard of him in the past.
But I mean, he did that while talking. He did that while talking about Donald Trump's wife.
Yep.
Is that not insane?
That's just kind of show you the type of person he is.
Right.
He's going to lose a lot of listeners that way, and you just don't talk about someone's wife.
And so you've listened to Smith Radio for a long time, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you've heard us talk about where Glenn Beck used to be with the Million Man March, if you will, the Tea Party March up on Capitol Hill, where he had a huge following and probably the catalyst for the Patriot movement, if you will, to this. I'm dumbfounded. All right, caller. Well, thank you. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate the call, and thank you for being out there and listening. Well, you've heard it here from one of our loyal listeners. You see where Glenn Beck has gone. He's gone from assembling masses of just average, middle-of-the-road people. He's gone from there to now this. Just absolutely despicable. I got no words for it. So it was a Glenn Beck thing for this week. Be done with him. He probably won't, unless Mr. Kerry has a soundbite or something from Glenn Beck. You're probably never going to hear another Glenn Beck soundbite on Smith Radio again. There's just no reason for it. There's too many other things out there that we need to be doing to save the country, and that is not saving the country. So, and speaking about saving the country, Hilary and the lie that I was telling you about she was perpetrating this thing where she claims that ISIS is using Donald Trump. And I don't know if you saw the video, but I got a montage of her speaking. Donald Trump comes back on a rebuttal, and then Donald Trump speaks at his Mississippi rally. So this is one of the other just flat-out lies from Hilary about Trump, because everybody's attacking Trump from all sides. And it was such an awful lie that even the Huffington Post, which is, they are way communist. I mean, they are definitely in the bag for Hillary. There's no question about it. Even they came out and said, Hilary, that's not true, man. So here's that montage, if you will. It's a 3-part sound clip.
He is becoming ISIS's best recruiter. They are going to people showing videos of Donald Trump insulting Islam and Muslims in order to recruit more radical jihadists.
It's nonsense. It's just another Hillary lie. She lies like crazy about everything. She's always been, whether it's Whitewater or the email scandal, she always lies. And now to be saying that we're just right in the perfect spot with respect to ISIS, I don't think that's a lie. I really don't think she knows what she's doing. I will demand an apology from Hillary. She should apologize.
Okay, so remember this. So listen. Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what is going on.
Yes, that happened. That really happened. That was something we were talking about a couple of weeks ago where the media was saying that Trump wants to ban all Muslims from coming in and out of the country. No. All new Muslims. Now this comes out with Hillary saying they're using Trump's words, those words, in their recruitment videos. Well, the truth is, if you look at the recruitment videos, and they're out there, one in particular shows 3 different presidents in that video. One is Bush Jr., George W. Bush. Another one is Barack Hussein Obama. And the third one? Your friend and mine, old Slick Willie, Bill Clinton. I mean, it is. Those are the 3 presidents that are in the ISIS video that Hillary's talking about. So everybody's looking at him and they're like, huh? Scratching their head, shaking it. And she won't let up off of it. She said it's absolutely true. She won't let up off of it. And she's sticking to it. And it's just absolute insanity. Like I don't know what she's doing or where she's coming from, but when she spouts off statements, attack statements, or whatever it may be, it's just lunacy. It's just crazy nonsense. And maybe that's what her people love to hear. Maybe the people who support her, maybe they love hearing craziness or things that they'll never go on the internet to back up or to vet out and see if it's true or not. There's a lot of people out there like that, and it just blows my mind. So check this out. There was a rally, if you will, last on the 2nd. So it was just yesterday. Yesterday, Donald Trump was in Biloxi, Mississippi, and apparently it was a showstopper. Let's see, Second Amendment, smart people, Trump, no teleprompter. He had a large crowd there, and apparently it was one of the largest crowds in Biloxi, Mississippi. It was a record-breaking crowd. And if we can find that soundbite, Mr. Producer, what are we doing? Oh, I already played that. Yeah, sorry, you're right. We already did that one. Well, he also went off on Obama and the teleprompter, which I thought was really awesome. This is the thing about Trump. You don't see a teleprompter. He speaks from the hip, and yeah, he says some crazy stuff sometimes. But when I say crazy, it's not crazy as in crazy bad crazy. It's stuff that's, we're all feeling it. We're all thinking it, but nobody really wants to say it. So this is what he had to say in this large room, groundbreaking rally he had yesterday in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Now, I am the most militaristic person in this room, other than maybe a couple of these guys. A couple of these guys look pretty out there, I'll tell you. But I am the most in this whole room, and there's thousands. I guess you set an all-time record. Can you believe it? Man. And this is not the youngest place, right? I mean, this place has a little bit of age on it. This is your all-time record. And I guess what they're doing with the overflows, they're putting them over at the convention center. So that's amazing. I really am honored by it. And everywhere I go, though, there's such love in these rooms and these arenas and these stadiums that we go to. It's love. It's love. I tell people, and I tell friends of mine, they say, how do you speak in front of all these people? No teleprompters, right? No teleprompters, right? We've had enough of the teleprompter guy. We don't want any teleprompters. And no speeches that we read and everybody falls asleep, right? No speeches. You need a good memory for this stuff. But a friend of mine who's a very, very successful guy, he said before another speech I made with 25,000 people, and he said, Don, could you do me a favor? Could you send me a copy of your speech? I said, there is no such thing. Whatever it is, it is. It's common sense. It's business ability. Whatever it is, it is. It's true. It's true.
I mean, you get what you get. What you see is what you get. That's what Trump is saying. It's refreshing to see somebody run for political office that speaks his mind, that says what's on his mind, because then at least you know where he's coming from. Obama uses those teleprompters because he has to. He has to say to you what the agenda is from the people who scripted it, so that you don't know who he is. And we're going to get into that tonight. Tonight, there's a lot of information that's coming out. It's very upsetting, if you will. There's a guy named Alex Jones on InfoWars. He's done some things that, he can be a little bit out there with some of the conspiracy theories, if you will. However, on his show here recently, he has had a very, very well-renowned writer who's come out with a new book, and this book is exposing more of Obama and who exactly he is. And that's the thing that you got to understand. And this is going to blow your mind. It's a book from Reds and Deception by Joel Gilbert. It looks like we got another call.
Call from.
Welcome, caller. We got a really busy night on the calls. Hey, caller, you there?
Yeah.
It's the Smith Radio. Can you announce yourself, caller?
My name is Carrie from Cincinnati.
Welcome, Carrie from Cincinnati. What's going on, Mr. Carey? How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm kind of calling in completely blind. I have no idea what you're talking about because I got done what I had to do today and decided to call in the good old Smith Radio.
Well, I just got done blowing up on Glenn Beck.
Oh, boy. Well, I have a lot of opinions about him.
Well, there was a soundbite this week that came out to where he blasted Trump's wife and told his entire radio audience to Google her name, porno pictures.
What was he trying to prove here? I mean,
that if Trump, Trump is elected president, we will have a first lady that was an adult star. doing